Okay, third time is a charm, I think. I hope. I beg and I plead. Alright. Before we begin anything, for anyone who joins in, please let me know if it's working out, just so I can know. And make sure that we're doing okay. I mean, already, I can already see that the stats look a lot better, so. I don't know. Maybe it's tricking me, but. Let's go ahead and go here. Okay. Hoping that this works now, we can get you streaming. Staying green, and it's been green for a while. No, not even like one. Okay. Yeah, see, not even one lost frame. So, I don't want to speak too soon, but we'll see what happens. Whew. Okay, I think we're finally all good. I'm hoping at least. If anyone's in the chat, go ahead and let me know if everything seems good while I continue to play. So just earlier they're like, I think it seems like everyone wants to kind of like have alone time with you, but then it said except Wraith. He seems to be sitting in the corner of the room, definitely avoiding any engagement with you at all costs. Oh man, who will you allow to steal away for a quick second? Oh shoot. You know what? Let's do... Since we're on his yacht, may as well. You make eye contact with the trapper and he immediately pushes the others aside. You already show promise as a prospective mate. Therefore, I'd actually like to get you know you better. So, I'll let you in on a little secret. When the time comes, I have a private little getaway here on this island. No one else knows about it. It's to die in. It's to die for. It's a hidden spot where I enjoy all of my life's many bounties. I want to show it to you. Not because you're worthy of it just yet, though. Mainly because it will piss everyone else off if you choose me. I always like to remind them who's really in charge around here. Oh yeah, and also that part about getting to know you better, that's important too, I guess. Everyone, put down your appetizers. I'm bored, and on my yacht, that's unacceptable. Clan. Yes, sir? Prepare a libation. Something that will impress our new guest. By the looks of them, shouldn't take much. Carla, make sure we got both boozy and non-alcoholic versions available. Nobody has to drink if they don't want to. I'm a killer, not an asshole. The clan? Carla? I thought their names were Dwight and Claudette. Who the hell are you? Who the hell are Dwight and Claudette? Hey, Daryl and Christina. You know these two? Maybe they work on the other island. You, Abe? Ready your mouth hole. Wow, this guy really knows how to sell a drink. While undoubtedly crass, he does have a point. A minigame is incoming, and the success or failure of your quest may very well depend on the readiness of your mouth hole. Minigames consist of two parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in the clockwise direction, and on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the space bar to stop the printer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. Achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? Ready, I think. So is it like a skill check? Ready. Away we go. The party never stops. Shots, shots, shots. Boom. Not bad. Boom. Not bad. Oh. How is that only not bad? Oh. Perfect. Oh. Oh. Not bad. Whoa. The whole amnesiac thing is already a lot to take in without also pouring a bunch of drinks on the top of it. So it's unexpected that you didn't perform perfectly. Lucky for you, Oh wait, lucky for you, my perfection is only matched by my enjoyment in watching losers fail publicly. But don't expect to get get you don't expect luck to get you through this forever. Overwhelmed by the afternoon's activity, you feel yourself spinning out of control. Was it the drinks, the pressure to perform, the rocking of the ship? Smartly, you pound a pitcher of water before everyone goes dark around you. And it turns out a quick nap was just what you needed. That's kind of spooky. When you come to, Dwight and Claudette are somehow back on shore waving at the boat. I'm pretty sure that means it's time to head back and leave this yacht behind. What a shame, too. Trapper planned to serve like monkey brains as an entree. Live monkey brains as an entree. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall of huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you for your seat, but there's a very limited seating directly around you. And oh, great, terrific! It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people, either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. What the hell? Oh, shoot, Trickster's here. Oh, yeah, Trickster's here. Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expected Stir. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers. And my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there, you're looking good, Abe. Real good. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this, we can't even fit everyone on the screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudia are directing traffic. You sit on the side. The rest of the room will sit opposite of you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you enjoy. We really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we can my favorite! Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you'd know, considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat its meat. So that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey Abe, you know what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps? I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meat. Wow, he's right for a change, because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes the swords like we're all from a completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. You two are ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough! Grow up! Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option, Ovs. The hell it is! Oh, I'll sell you both my katana and send you to the actual hell if you'd like. Please, stop. Please, I hate when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azarov. Great, instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Hey, Abe, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to call out Felix. I mean, at dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining their tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Tetanus? Was that tetanus? Am I just dumb? Hey, why don't you let me cover up the dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Oh, God. Okay. I think I got it this time. Shink! Perfect. Shink! Oh! Shink! Shink! Ugh! Oh, damn it. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the mask killers while they eat, which involves lifting their mask and shoving food up behind them. They are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell? I mean, come on. We're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who have been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Or at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just try to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. Did she have all this stuff on her? Whatever this is called before. That's only one thing. Think about it, Abe. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in the spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut is on my abdomen? I don't think my dissective tract connects anymore. Oh, God. Between the food and behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation. What would you want to tell them? Look at that seagull. Wow, you ever seen a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about? Lame misdirect. Yes, he's right, Abe. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yes, you did. Poor thing. You have no idea the last time you ate a meal. And you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull... Uh-oh. He just made a lot of good points. I swear. She's flirting. Get with the spirit. I swear. You're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe we need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, what you haven't eaten, so that you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer is, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey. It's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about the characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a path. There's too many of these to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Big, mysterious. I gotta get it up to the ocean character. This is some quality. This is some early quality. This is some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I like, some of them I did not. It is in your best interest to make more choices that I like. Okay. You wake up to find Trapper holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. You had me worried there. Passing out like that. I thought maybe you died. That would have been terrible. Nobody dies on this island without me killing them. Thanks, I guess? Don't mention it. I mean that. Don't mention it. Someone might think I care for you. That can't happen. I got a reputation to uphold. I'm starting to understand, I think. When you went down, it looked like you hit your head on the edge of the table. If it were me, damn it, I'm not trying to click that. So I figured a little ocean air might help wake you up, and I brought you down by the water. That's really thoughtful of you. What? A magnificently muscular, wealthy, artistically gifted Adonis can't also be thoughtful. Jesus Christ. Don't answer because it's obvious. Adonis was a pussy killed by a boar? Get out of here with that garbage. I do find myself in an unusual position, though. Despite the overwhelming possibility that I'll eventually find myself standing over your lifeless corpse, I don't want you dead just yet, so I'm here to talk to you like a regular human person. And right now, I'm worried that I might be coming off a bit too forceful. I know my mere presence can be intimidating, but I don't want to get the wrong impression about me or how I feel about you. So I'll just put it out there. I might possibly like you. I can't say that about everyone or really anyone else on this island. There's something different about you. You aren't like the others. Henceforth, I think it's time I shared something with you that I haven't shared with anyone in a long time. It's a big part of who I am, and I think you're ready for it. You watch as Trapper reaches into his singlet and pulls out some sort of rolled up piece of paper. He grips it firmly in his hand. It's one of my sketches. I don't know if you know this, but I love to draw. The arts have always been a passion of mine. Would you like to see it? Yes. Yes, I'd love to. I'm so excited. Yes, I'd love to. I'm so excited you're ready to share this with me. Trapper does not unroll the paper and show it to you. He simply stares at you and watches your smile soften and fade. And the longer he stares at you, the closer he seems to get. What an interesting response. Thanks, I hope. Trapper looks at you, a piercing look even through his mask. He smirks, but it's not clear why. Then he turns and leaves. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up onto the strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the village, clipboards in hand, which are waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to our itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for what comes after the flirting. Go, 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 go! There's a flirting time? Sorry, I had to. Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame you for anyone in particular, but someone buy me this game now. It's $10 on Steam. I actually don't know if you can get this like on console, honestly. But someone, and we're not going to say who, but don't worry, you hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities. And we'll only have time for one person to share this special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Just sorry everyone, I think they're talking about me, to be honest. I still don't understand how this whole scheduling thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taken some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anyone here ever happened on the schedule even once? Damn it, Donald! If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on! You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice! We all know you love to kill! It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows your name? Knows any names? Not us. I renounced my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so... Abe? Who do you think you should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so the drop elevation is going to a bug bath. Who should say a story? I kind of want to pick Wraith because I feel like he's the one who might care a little bit more about the story. I choose Wraith! Whoa, whoa, whoa! This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with catchphrases, will you? I'm not really one for scary stories. Life is scary enough as it is. You literally carry around a skull and a spine as your little prop. As the other killer staff Wraith holds up his skull and gazes into its hollow, dark eyes. If you're looking for something Shakespearean in this story, look elsewhere. This is a tale of madness, of staring at the soul of death and never returning. Once upon a time, a young man worked at a junkyard. The man was quiet, kept to himself, just wanted to avoid trouble. While the boss dealt with his clients, the young man operated the crusher, turning old cars into twisted cubes of metal. One day, right before crushing a car, he noticed something. Blood. Drip, drip, dripping from the trunk. He opened it and found a frightened stranger bound and gagged. The young man reeled. Was he about to accidentally murder this stranger? How could this have happened? He freed the stranger, who ran off into the waiting arms of the boss, the owner of the junkyard. Before a shaken employee can tell him about the mistake that he nearly made, the boss took out a knife and swiftly slit the stranger's throat. The young man fell to his knees, unable to comprehend what was happening. As he stared at the ground, too shocked to cry, the boss approached him. What did you do?" he asked the boss. "I did your job for you." "What do you mean? That's not my job. My job is to crush the cars." The boss let out a miserable scoff, his face contorting in evil disdain for the pathetic wretch in front of him. "Why do you think we're crushing these cars? To save space? Who do you think my clients are?" I don't know," mumbled the young man. "Yes, you do," screamed the boss. "Deep down, you've always known what was happening here. You didn't want to admit it yourself. Your hands aren't clean. My clients give me money, and I take care of their problems, eliminate their witnesses, tie up loose ends, or actually, you do." "No," the young man whimpered as the boss towered above him. "Yes, you're nothing more than an executioner, and you've reaped hundreds of souls." The young man's body shook with soft spasms as he tried to stop crying. It was when the boss started laughing that it happened. Something in the young man changed. He stood up, now taller than the boss. A faint glimmer of fear overtook the snarl on the older man's face. The young man's face was empty. Empty, as he grabbed the boss's throat and dragged him to the car in the crusher. Empty, as he picked up the boss and stuffed him inside. Empty, as he slammed the trunk down on him, its stupid fat head sticking out, begging for mercy. Empty, as he started the machine, staring at the boss and its sniveling, crying, wet face. Empty, as he grabbed the boss's head, dug his fingers farther, piercing the skin. Empty, as he squeezed and pulled. Empty, as he heard bones popping and snapping. But when the boss's head, still attached to his spine, pulled cleanly out of its disgusting sack of body, he smiled. Wraith stares back into the eye sockets of his skull. It doesn't matter how good you are, how innocent, how kind, how full of love you once were. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. An awkward silence falls upon the room until... I don't know what that word means. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. My god, that is brilliant! I'm glad you didn't give us any Shakespeare, because that story made Shakespeare look like a slack-jawed, mouth-breaking, breathing idiot. Thank you. I'm too overcome. As you sit down, the other killers look at each other, unsure if you're joking. Thanks. Wraith, on the other hand, is absolutely sure you're joking. You may have gone a little overboard. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of the 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey, baby, you look a little lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special in charge of these islands in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give me what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of this cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Wraith approaches you. Hey, I'm probably not making a great impression because I guess that's not really my thing. I just know that if you got to know me, then I mean, look, the others aren't around. I really hate this fire pit. I just kind of hate fire in general. Maybe we can go back to the pool and, like, I don't know, whatever, you know? A dip in the pool with the Wraith. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him and offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. Well, I mean, I can't choose, apparently. It's just taking me to the pool. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what to expect from this game yet. I'm still kind of scared. Like, I just don't know what to... I don't know, there's so many things going on, and I'm afraid of the ocean, and then Trickster's is like, what's up, man? Woo! You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Hey, you do remember my story? You mean the one you just told like a minute ago? Yeah. Yes? Did you, I mean, like, what did you, think of, the young man in the story? Do you think he's weird? He's not weird. He's not weird. Oh my god, he looks disgusted. Well, I don't think he's weird, but he is bad, and I'm deeply upset with him. You didn't have all the knowledge you needed to begin with, but what's important is what you do with the knowledge once you have it. In the end, he's no better than the monster he killed. Oh, I see. Whoops! Well, that makes sense. Did the young man remind you of anyone? He's smiling when he said that, so I'm gonna say yes. Yes! It's you. It's clearly you. What? No, I'm... You're carrying around the guy's skull and spine with you right now. Rafe looks at Arzrov's skull, then out in the middle of the distance, a long silence ensues. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly. Is it cold in the water now, or is it just me? I feel like my toes are turning into ice cubes. Wraith seizes up and he squeezes his eyes shut. Please, I cannot be around any cube talk. That sense I heard that story from somebody else a long time ago. The story you just told us 2 minutes ago? Exactly that one. That wasn't about me. Usually we'd be nervous that we were about to make things awkward when we barge in, but obviously we couldn't hold a candle to whatever was happening here tonight. Either way, it's time for bed. For you, but not us. After you go to sleep, that's when we party. Damn. After spending all day cooped up in those tight little safari-themed resort uniforms, you just know these two rage late into the night. But you're not here to party with them, you got your own repressed relationships to tend to. You head over to the campfire, the heat is comforting on this chilling night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Wraith's story about the young man who found out he was part of a sinister plot. What you don't know about is your current situation. Is it something that will terrify you? Something that will make you snap? What if you look into the eyes of evil, and what if you like it? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. Ugh. We must apologize for the accommodations. We were prepared for another guest, but we were going to make you comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and a blanket and what can be to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease? Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types you want to rob of their beauty sleep. Oh shoot! Why does it gotta say that? Oh. Wait. Repeat that part. Repeat that one part. Oh, okay. Am I sleeping? It's a good thing I'm hecka good at skill checks. As you relax into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might just adjust and die and fix it. Ooh, I don't know which one to do. We'll do 96. 96 2.0. I got 94 instead. Let's see what's on this station. I can barely. I don't think you guys can even hear that. It's kind of nice, I guess. Alright, now let's do the 96.
Alright, let's talk about our community. For us, it means two major things. First of all, the community is you out there. It's you and everybody else either playing the game or talking about the game or creating content relating to the game or being inspired by the game.
I don't know what that is.
Write music.
Whoa. Oh, okay. This is some Doom music. Oh wait, no it's not. This is Dead by Daylight. This is the new one. Is this the Attack on Titan one? I think it might be. Bum bum. Oh. Wait, I just realized. Hold on. Stop. Copyright. I didn't think about that one, did I? Dude, there are 5 people watching right now. Hello, everyone. How you guys doing? Love you all. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of those killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lie by the fire? Oh. Honestly? Oh, shoot. I don't know who to pick. Does anyone want to help pick? Does anyone want to vote in the chat? To see who I should pick? I kind of want to pick Wraith because he's a cool guy and he's like, he's calm and stuff. Trapper's kind of scary, if I'm being honest. Huntress? And Spirit. I wait like 30 seconds for someone to say anything, but if nothing, then I think I just haven't really gotten a relationship with like anyone else besides the Trapper and the Wraith. You know what? I think I'm gonna do... Oh, it's like a little song. Wraith seems more open at this point. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'll go with Wraith. Also, Welcome to the stream, Moonlight Shadow. I actually have never seen you in the stream before. Thanks for being here, man. Wraith, are you around? I was wondering if I can get a little company. I can't really sleep. Oh, that happens to me a lot. Okay, don't laugh, promise? I promise. I guess my secret is to falling asleep is to listening to the sounds of bells or chimes. Think of it as white noise to drown out anything you might be hearing that's keeping you up. Like what, Wraith? Like those distant screams we can all hear coming from beyond the mountain? If that's a bit morbid, I guess you could hold on to this chess piece of mine. Oh, it's like a little... Is that a knight? Oh, it's a knight. It's a knight. They're brave like I wish I were. And the horse is kind of cute. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky, but now you've had a whole day of stranger voices in your head. But this one's still undeniably odd. Had a good time on the private yacht today, huh? That comforting rocking sensation, that was all me. Oh yeah, you're welcome. You wake suddenly to see someone looming over you. When you wake up, you find Spirit sitting beside you reading a worn paperback. Oh hey, what? Shh. Clearly she has noticed that you're awake, but she hasn't actually looked at you. Seems like she's pretty focused on that book. Shh! It seems like forever as she stares at the pages before finally shutting the book and setting it down. Oh. You're awake. Yeah, never mind. I saw you with the Wraith before bedtime. I wouldn't tell you how to live your life, but if you ask me, you could do a lot better. It's completely by accident I even saw them over here. It's not like I was looking out for you or anything. This is simply the best reading light, and the text in my book is very fine print, so it's tough to read in the dark, don't get the wrong idea. You and I are obviously mind our own business types, not phony lookout for each other as an excuse for just being nosy types. But, well, since you're here, and I'm here, maybe we've got other things in common? Who knows? If we spend a little bit more time together tomorrow, we might find that, I don't know, we get along. And by get along, I mean exist simply and comfortably, without feeling any burning desire to assassinate the other person. Or not. Whatever. I don't even care. Bye. Good night, and sweet dreams to you, I guess. Finally alone for this real time, for real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Am I just gonna keep on getting awoken by just the people? Whoa. Oh, slap the mic, sorry. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, geez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today went well. These were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in a bloodshed or untimely perishing in my rush at college. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do you think of the newcomer, huh? Do I have to say? Oh, I do? Okay, attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk, and I had to watch her and trails off my sour fan. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all time, Major Buzzkill, and Trapper. Oof, where do I begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, Something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing on some huge part of this thing called life. If I'm being honest, I want to kill just about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate, I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I would like them to continue living. Jesus Christ. For now, one false step and well, you know, everyone calls me Trapper for a reason, and they better call me Trapper. I swear, if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm going to kill the Siron guy. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself for really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes, or maybe they'll realize I'm the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe. Okay, those are a choice there. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, are these things beat stabbing into it? Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on the society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe I wouldn't have to have a little help. It's kind of hard to do that voice. Woo! A lot of talking. You open your eyes and the sun's shining. There's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great today. Well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Well, I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off, right? That is a cup of death. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows magicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today's an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I am just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is time. Never mind, he left. Or at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait! Don't drink that! What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's all good on skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. And I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up to review. Review to. Not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of a turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Fine. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, I'm not going to say it is. Even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review. If it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent and whether possible start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are small... Is this an ad? Is this like an advertisement for this game? Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as a part of the creative process, with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sum me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that. Especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry! We should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if we do make great points. Oh, sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Abe. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes, I'm not suspicious. There's no option. Yes, I've been having a lovely time. If I were to summarize my time here, I'd call it a lovely time. Oh, lovely. We love to hear that, because isn't that what this place is all about? Finding love? No. Shut up, Dwight. You get us all killed again. Again and again. We do need to ask you one more question, though. We have to sign away your rights to anything about negative this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agree? Yes. Yes, I would hereby agree to participate in verbal contract stating that I, Abe, will never say anything negative about my stay here on this island. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes. Yes. Hey, Abe. It's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games or resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing: breakfast. That was just like an ad. That was literally just a long ad. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon, and so much for maintaining these beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers won't get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day, on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I'll be honest. I didn't expect you to survive yesterday, so congrats, I guess. Whether you survive today is 50-50 at best. Good luck. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope. Now Hunter sticks up to talk about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all the possibilities that this strange island has in store. How open-minded. Ah, well, that surely must be it. No one else would really stand up during breakfast to... And just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did. Or should I say I did not. I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest for my familial revenge thing. And last night was no different. So in that case, it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done, though. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back quietly resenting people being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak up in front of the group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh, hey. That was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, not like too much fun. That would be weird. But like a good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep him wanting more. You're getting good at this game, or sexy true to life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast. But so be it. Darn it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Clear. It's like I said, clean. Yesterday was in short a lot. Before you get in there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess that is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's okay. Um, and so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your minds, you know, I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, no, stick it in there. A little more. A little more. Oh, yeah. That's it. Yes. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it in. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just really confusing with the whole version of and the odd breakfast scenario. Yeah. That was pure just advertisement. That was nothing else. That was purely just an advertisement. But I mean, it worked, I guess. It got me thinking about it. Just like that. Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do. Whatever it is they are doing, I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow! Look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on the chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it! Oh, come on, a little privacy, please. Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear you. Well, you know. No, what? What do you think we're doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like a... fun? You think 2 people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from. And I believe that place is our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we're in where... You don't have to laugh that hard. I'm not gonna do that. Actually, no. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Abe. You're gonna need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. Cragmedy. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah! You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far today has been exhausting too, but you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullcrap. Just soaking up in the sun in a heated pool. Today you're on a date with you. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all. It's... Hey, babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kind of lazy. Whatever, though. Breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yes, I do intermittent fasting. You seen my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later on my private stage on the other island. Maybe this is like a DLC. You know what? No, he's probably like an actual character. But I mean, he keeps on talking about the other island. Maybe he's gonna be a DLC character and something else. I don't know. You know, IP Island, where all Hollywood celebs hang out if you play your cards right. You just came back. Who you been flirting with? So the person I feel like I'm getting the more is Wraith. But Wraith is just, he's kind of calm, he's kind of cool, he's not trying to kill me. I mean, he's not actively trying to kill me. Everyone else is kind of spooky though. Trickster's an edgy loser, listen to this clown. Maybe you can see them later at my private... I could give him a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable, makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything, and we're not best friends just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking. It's not an open invitation to go smashing smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Oh shoot! Cesar Diaz, sorry for smacking the dang mic right there. Welcome to the stream. Okay, now that the guy is gone, and we've got some ground rules established, that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and... Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see what is this time. Ah yes, Huntress. That makes sense. You two have gotten pretty cozy. Not really. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us. I mean, hear us. Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately a flood of worry floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic? Bring your swimsuit? A pocket knife? You decide to bring as much as you can. You may have to run for it at some point and should be prepared. But of course, you washed up on this island with nothing but clothes on your back, so you got nothing to gather either. Are you really ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Huntress. Bang the Huntress. You look up at this towering goddess trying to form a sentence when suddenly, before you can decide, oh my god, this is gonna be another choice. I demand that you reconsider. Why settle for a bunny with the hatchet when you can have everything you ever wanted? Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can go on one date today and also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say? When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poison all along. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So who would it be? Oh, it's only 2! You know what? Huntress asked first. Sorry, Trapper. I gotta go with Huntress. Whee! Oh, she took me really fast. What the heck? Is this your cottage? You and Huntress make your way to the secluded beach house. Your heart thrums in your chest. Don't look up. It thrums is a real word, I swear. Are these nerves of excitement or terror? Isn't it fun to mix the sexy and the horrifying? Huntress is quite a mouse as she guides you through the island forest. You struggle to keep up with her. She moves like a giant jungle cat, all muscles and silent leaps across the thorny brush. She halts suddenly and you crash into her, having been desperately trying to keep up. You follow her gaze and realize that you arrived. A cabin in the woods. Obligatory in nearly all horror films and stories, and you come here willingly with a fearsome killer. Great job. Perfect Airbnb for a little alone time. The cabin is cozy, but something seems off about it. You can't quite put your finger on what it is. Hunter stares at you through her bunny mask, cocking her head to the side as if you're trying to gauge your reaction to her hideaway. Are you going to invite me inside? Why do you need an invitation? Are you a vampire? Haha! No. Oh. Is it just me, or did Huntress seem a little disappointed? Didn't peg her for a lover of the Fang, but hey, I don't judge. Come on in, let's explore. Oh, I'm gonna get a drink of water real quick. Oh, wow! It is actually kind of nice in here. I thought that was a Sprite over there on the table. Ugh. This is a lot better than I expected it to look like. You follow her inside. It's creepy, rickety, and definitely not up to code, but it has a certain honey charm. You're quite the decorator. She blushes. Indeed she is. A chandelier made of bones hanging delicately from the foyer ceiling, and a collection of trinkets lines the mantle. Something tells you that the people who own these things are not of this mortal coil anymore. Could you be Huntress's next victim? The thought gives you a wicked thrill. Hey, she's looking at you again. What do you think of my collection? I could learn to like this. It's so much. I can certainly learn to like this. The whole place is quite tactile. There's so much to look at. The organized chaos makes me want to craft things with my hands. I knew you'd like it here. You have the eye of someone who appreciates fine stolen things. I can't wait. Is the Huntress like... She's Russian, right? I don't know if I can do a Russian accent. Whatever, blah blah. I can't wait to go treasure hunting with you. We can find so many more goodies on the island. But first, what do you think of the other killers on the island? I mean, Trickster is pretty out there. But everyone else seems like they have interesting backstories and whatnot. A little gossip, huh? What are you playing at, Abe? Huntress considers this for a beat. She seems to have two modes, thoughtful and explosive. You hope to never be in the splash zone when the explosive part emerges. Why? Are you jealous? Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the thermite-infested floor. Ooh. And falls into your arms. How do I have her in my arms? I'm a small person, probably. You're not mad about it, but before you have time to enjoy taking this moment in... Oh my god, crabs! Oh no, it's an attack! A herd of killer crabs invade through the crevices in the poorly constructed cabin. They race at you and Huntress in swarms, clacking their razor-sharp claws at you. You must act quickly. What will you do? Grab Shashka. Why would I shield her? She can definitely completely do it by herself. What is that? Is that a hat? Wait, is that the hat? Is that like the Russian hat? Oh, no, it's not. It is 100% not that. I don't really want to grab anything, because what if she's like trying to keep her organized, so I'm gonna shield her. You step in front of Huntress, prepare to use your body to shield her from an onslaught of crabbage. I'll save you, Huntress! Oof. Huntress can take care of herself. It's sort of a whole thing. Haven't you been paying attention? Oh, shoot. Hey, have some fun for me! Huntress is immediately between you and the crabs, hip-checking you out of the way before splitting open crab shell after crab shell like your uncle at an all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Huntress sits down on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off her hatchet. I'm gonna save real quick. I'm gonna do this one right here. Oh! Looks like we're having crab for dinner. She doesn't smile at your joke. She has the ponderous look on her face again. You join her on the couch. Man, sometimes those near-death experiences really get me thinking about what I want in life. I think I'd really like to start a family one day. How about you? Maybe one day with the right person. No way, not for me. You know what? Maybe one day with the right person. I mean, that's a life-changing decision. You have to make sure it's right. Huntress smiles coyly. A good answer. You never know what kind of weirdos are out there. What were you like as a kid? You try to imagine this giant Tess as a meek child in a puffer coat, wandering about the forest. Huntress chuckles, her laugh quite cute and soft. I was so innocent. We hunted to survive. Then we went back to the cottage and Mother would tell me stories and we'd drink tea and imagine a life far away from the woods. Somewhere like this. I suppose I finally achieved what she wanted from me, but since coming here, something feels off. It's beautiful and warm. Everyone is so attractive, like thirst traps galore. But don't you get this feeling that something is coming for us? Oh no, she's onto you. But onto you about what? Swirling memories rush your head. Nightmares, visions of a dark cloud. Claudette and Dwight's vacant stares that beal some sort of hypnosis. Quick, validate your theory and try to push it off. Totally. I think you're onto something. What do you know? How long have you been here? Do you remember anything at all about why we might be here? I've been having these dreams, seeing things. I think we're all serving some greater purpose here. Huntress reveals a strange object that she stole from near the stage where Trickster performs. It has a strange symbol on it. Whoa. Truthfully, it doesn't seem that strange to you. It's just a glass bottle. However, the label is interesting. She hands it over to you, but before she can explain her theory, Claudia and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt. We have a dramatic announcement, but it needs to happen back at the beach. Oh, that was quick. Damn. You arrive at the beach and realize you were set up. There's no big announcement after all. What we have here is a good old-fashioned rivalry. Whoops. It's true, exactly like that voice that we cannot hear and certainly aren't referencing says. We were forced to interrupt your lovely date by another killer. They're here and ready to make you an offer of love. You won't be able to deny. Oh my god. Trapper emerges from the water. Is he in slow motion? He's pure thirst. He's Paul Newman on horseback. He's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manly manliness brought to life. Also, was he holding his breath under there this whole time waiting for his cue? That's commitment to a bit if I've ever seen it. Heard you were spent a day in a quaint cottage. That's cute. How about a quaint mansion? Or better yet, how about one on each continent? Yeah, I'm including Antarctica. I'm really, really rich. Think of how cozy we can get there in a snowy 10-bedroom chateau. One of those pools that is half indoor, half outdoor, but nice and warm throughout. That way, you can kill a mama polar bear from the outside while watching her cubs cry over her body from the inside. Jesus. Oh, shoot! Well, Trapper is real deal. And by real, I do mean really. And by deal, I mean evil. Plus, you want to hunt for food for the rest of your life? With me, you get both ways. Savagery and someone to clean up after you. Sounds nice, huh? Oh, no. Oh, shoot. I don't know what to pick. I mean, if it were me, I would actually not like to hunt for the rest of my life, because I don't like hurting animals, and I couldn't. That sounds amazing. Why didn't you lead with all that stuff yesterday? A life of brutal havoc? Slaying underlings, being really rich and sexy? Easy choice, you choose. It's a tough decision. I was taken in by her strider's frame at first, but I've started to believe that there's nothing behind those eyes. I don't say this lightly, but I'm changing paths. I want Trapper. Wait, what? Whoa. Look, we all make mistakes. Well, at least people like you do. I don't make mistakes. The important thing is learning from them and correcting them the first chance we get, so an angry man doesn't come and bash your brains in. Not that I would have done that. No, I'm more of a split you in half kind of guy. Very different from smashing. That's more Wraith style. Anyway, here we are. My beautiful cave. The only truly great place on this entire island. Welcome, please, make yourself at home. But not really, this is my home and don't forget it. But please, relax. This is where I come to get away from the screams, to hear other screams. I'm just kidding. This is a peaceful place so long as no one arrives uninvited. And since I invited you here, let me just say, stay away from the water, far away. Do you understand? This game does set you up. Assume it's a trap. Because it's a literal trap and I'll die? Because it's a literal trap and you'll die. No silence should last this long unless Wraith is around. Hey, seriously, don't go in the water. Even more importantly... Oh, I said hey seriously and my Siri turned on. Stay away from the cave, that cave entrance, and don't ask me why. You got it? Don't tell me what to do. I understand. Now that you know what not to do around here, I can finally get to know you. Nope, actually you can't, because at this exact moment, Tricher shows up. Hello there, you sexy thing, and not you, Trapper. I'm talking to this beautiful specimen over here. Why are you here? And I don't just mean my secret spot. Why are you literally here on this island? Bro, this game just straight up has love interests to take you in their arms to another area, just like DBD. Oh, brother. I didn't even mean... I mean, I didn't want to say that I wouldn't like having help with that. I mean, maybe it's better. I don't know. Obviously, for the same reason we are. Um, I think maybe actually I have no idea why we're here. I better ask Wraith what's going on. He probably has all the answers. Anyway, I was saying something. Oh yeah, I want to find love just the same as you. I don't know, sounds like a legit reason. So what do you say, Abe? You want to find love with me? No. I'm not interested, Trickster. And I'm mad that you leave this camp immediately. Why? You're loyal to Trapper? He hasn't proved his worth. You haven't given me any reason to. Do you want me to prove my worth? Yes. Trickster immediately. Oh! Trickster immediately attacks Trapper. They engage in a brutal fight. You hear metal clang, bodies crash into the walls. They're screaming, so much screaming. You feel the blood wash over you, but you don't know whose it is. Yours, theirs, everyone's. And why is someone singing? Unfortunately, you don't see any of this. Trickster knocked you over on the way to bull rushing Trapper, and your head got stuck in the spit tin. What a bummer. You finally get off and see Trickster and Trapper standing toe to toe, chest heaving, separated after a massive clash, but clearly ready to finally sort out who is the toughest. But it doesn't matter. Trapper is furious you made him fight this pop star in the first place. Oh shoot. Short Dente to sacrifice this weekend tribute to a battle for our true dominance. Talking about murder and French Trapper. I didn't come here to woo you, but you're making me think thoughts. Of course, let's do it. This is not an invitation to anything but battle. After Abe is dead. Oh shoot. In a moment of rare cooperation, Trapper and Trickster unite to pick you up and toss you into the water. It seems they're quite happy to cease their fight until you've died. Oh shoot! Try again. Where's he gonna put me at? Oh, okay. Assuming it's your trap. I understand. No. I'm loyal to Trapper? I choose Trapper for a reason. And that reason is, it's... Quick think, you got some decent options. The muscle is obviously his mogul status, his can-do attitude, and by can-do I mean can do several unspeakable acts of horror in a row without losing his breath. All good reasons. It's none of your damn business. Trickster. Since you probably never experienced before, that's what loyalty sounds like. Death is no escape. That's true. Please, do you have any idea what I put on my agent, lawyer, and personal stylist? And they've stuck with me. That's loyalty. Find me if you wanna know what it's like to work beneath a real boss. Before slipping out the back of the cave as quickly and silently as you arrived. Hey, look at that! Conflict resolution without anyone getting slashed, bashed, or split in half. Your complete devotion and allegiance to this hulking monster really has brought a sense of calm purpose to his life. Does the Trapper control the whole? He says he does. I mean, it could be fake, but he says he does, so I don't know. Maybe. Oh! Then again, that's always the case with him. Well, thank goodness that's behind us, even if the smell of Cleaver body spray is not. None of us are proud of that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm feeling a little stressed out, and I hate to be uncomfortable in my own abode. I'll be right back. He's gone. Not sure for how long, though. What do you want to do while you wait? Snoop around, remain perfectly still. I mean... Oh, he's a trapper. I should probably chill right here. I'm not gonna read that chat out loud. It's amazing though, you can't stand it all without a backbone, you big baby. I'm sorry, all this time with Trapper has made me talking like him. Trapper's back and he's carrying an enormous jug of what looks like moonshine. Non-0%. It's chlorine. Dwight did mention a bottle went missing from the pool shed. Well, do you want something to take the edge off, like a skull jammed onto a spike? Well, you can't handle moonshine. Nope, that might kill you. Hell yeah. You're damn right I do. A proper drink for a stressful day. I was trying to be polite. Not sure how people actually do that. How'd I do? Nail it? Truth is, I didn't think there was any way you'd say yes. I'm actually gonna drink the whole thing myself. But I'm quite charmed by your enthusiasm. I didn't... Because you showed you can be trusted, I'm finally ready to show you one of my sketches. And this time I won't take no for an answer. This one's very important to me. I've never shown it to anyone. Feast your eyes on this! Oh, it's Hillbilly! That looks like something a kindergartner would have made if it had been blindfolded. Damn, narrator. Well, what do you think of it? I don't want to get murdered. I love it! You have some real skill, and I hope you continue putting time in developing this passion of yours. Do you honestly think so, or are you just being polite? Honestly. Seriously, it's great. Are you dumb or a liar? I'm dumb. Yeah, I'm kind of thick. No, stop it. I didn't draw this. I stole this from Hillbilly. No, he's not on the island. He lost his spot to the trickster. My sketches are actually good. You really will get to see one too soon, though. Two! So long as things go well. Dwight and Claudia are back at the cave entrance. We swear this time we're going to tell you the truth. Honestly, please believe us. It's time to meet everyone for dinner. It's fine. I'm so hungry I can eat another horse. Another like you've eaten one before? You've eaten a horse today? Yes. Yes to which one? Exactly. Don't bother. You need to keep on schedule. Hey, Dumb and Dumber. I have a question for you two. So much for schedule. Yes, sir? Either of you want children? We can't answer that. How could we even think about becoming parents when all we want is our freedom? Whether... I see, it was a liar test. That was spooky. I mean, I lied. So... Whether it be freedom to leave this island, or the freedom to die... Oh, whoops. I'll take that as a no on children. Good for both of you. You just earned yourself a quick death next time, unless I forget I said this. Please don't. Don't what? Forget. Forget what? This is a nightmare. Now let's eat! Whew. God, I hope I get another character. The voice... Trapper's voice hurts. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining! And that was not just a remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. It's a good song. No, you're really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. I mean, can't really keep that secret now. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we all clam them on screen at the same time, so just believe me, they're all here, and they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. Not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Spirit seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding on to your heart, she throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, letting them have this moment in the spotlight is the least we can do. And heaven knows that they won't do any better than that. Clearly, I need to do a little bit more. Oh, wait, clearly I need to do a little bit more to be part of this group, or I'll be alone forever. However, I don't eat, and I like being alone, so I take all that back. I don't care what the group has for dinner, as long as they start with shrimp cocktail. I saw a movie once where these ghosts turned shrimp cocktail into a... Whoops. You mean beetle? Abe, stop. Stop them from saying it. Beetle shrimp! The most rare and delicious type of shrimp? I was gonna say the other one. Beetle shrimp? Is this some new species? Because I've hunted many beetle and many shrimp, and I've never heard of beetle shrimp. Of course you haven't. Like Spirit says, they've got hypnotic power. Anyone who sees them forgets. Also, something to do with dancing? I wasn't going to say anything that dumb. No, I was going to say... Achoo! Excuse you, Abe. Now you're a sane trapper? You've done all you can. I appreciate it. I'm going to have to narrate us out of this or something. Somehow. Hold on. Are you afraid we might accidentally recite some spell and conjure a ghost? Because I hate to break it to you, but it's a bit late for that. And then a giant osprey swooped down and dropped a severed head on the table, distracting everyone. Trapper! Hey! I never seen this particular severed head before. What? This time I'm being honest. Sorry, not my finest work, but something had to be done. We gotta be careful about which cultural references we get mixed up with is all. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how you would describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option. Recap your day honestly. We spent a lot of time at his... Stop right now! Right now! There will be no recapping of any kind. And Abe? We'll talk later. Oh, shoot. You chose badly. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now. And they're all very tired. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That's your dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Not a charming parody Damien set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony... What? Bony appetit? What do you mean bon? Bon appetit? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. What? And impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, So I think after this day, like this day is over, I'll probably end the stream then. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate. Take your napkin and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to your servants? Thank them. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. Everyone, if you would please be so kind to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice, tough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good, something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope that fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it, the fire I mean, not my eyes. Because of my childhood trauma, involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit. If only to get away from Wraith's complaining. Why is Wraith like the butt of the group? I mean the jokes. You take a seat on the comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin. And you wait for another killers to take their place, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost seems to be happening here. Wait. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh cool, and everyone's looking at you. So, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or could we play charades? Boggle? Well, we were actually thinking Why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and his skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing could do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak to me. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Shut up! And they can't tell me if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know that fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and it doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Abel's about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Yeah, I'll tell a story. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Oh, okay. What type of story do you want to tell? Let's do... Oh, I don't know what to do, actually. That's a hard choice. You know what? We'll do romance just because of... Ow, my eye! I'm curious. Actually, I'm between romance and adventure. Alright. You like your Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movies. How about some adventure? Now we're talking. It's not my favorite, but I expect your choice and will nod politely. You don't have to say that, Wraith. Just nod politely. Okay, ready? Here goes. I really like to go fishing. Solid hobby, a great foundation for a story, for sure. He paused. Everyone was waiting with bated breath. No pun intended. Oh wait, is that it? Not much of a story, barely even a thought. My pun is better than the story. You sure that's all you have to say? No, I was kidding. No, I was kidding. So what type of story do you want to tell? Romance. I love good romance. The soft, gentle kind that can bring your kids to without worrying that we're going to really screw them up. Boo. In case you were confused, that was like, I am a ghost, boo. That was not like I'm a ghost, boo. Just like you suck, boo. Oh, I get it. There once was a newly elected prime minister in England. He was single, which is quite strange for a leader of his stature. Over the first few months of his tenure, he started to fall for one of his assistants, a girl from the wrong side of the tracks. She was so different from other girls, brash and adorable with a hint of vulnerability. After the President of the United States made a move on her during once of his visits? Is that an error? Did I just find an error? After the President of the United States made a move on her during once of his visits. Is that right? I don't know. I don't really care. He had her sent away. I'm sorry, did you steal this from a popular Christmas movie? You watch You watch Christmas movies? Obviously. They're the only thing on the TV in December. I have all these streaming subscriptions, but I still love flipping channels. I want to know what happens to the Prime Minister. Do they end up together and start a family? If this isn't End in Revenge, I'm leaving. When do people get tortured in a warehouse? That's not that kind of movie. Oh. That didn't go well. Never plagiarize a masterpiece. Okay, that was a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it's actually quite bad. Oh wait, that was not a very good story. God, I need a freaking... But this narrator keeps it real. We just can't end there. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? Look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. I guess we can do Spirit. I suppose I can tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in the group. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead, and now I can't do anything about it. It's called The Bride, or technically I suppose the fiancé. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt. so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. For the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful shabby chick farmhouse. Together, they spent months planning the details of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose... what is that? So fancy. When it came time to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, or the fiancé, I guess, since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toed sandals for pretty much their entire relationship, so he is definitely not to be trusted. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancée decided that she would create unique floral arrangements for the local wildflowers to surround the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day, she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found, and prepared to pick them herself in the morning of the wedding, so that freshness and beauty. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods she surveyed, the bride, or the fiancé, since they had not been married, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were, so they could choose the absolute best. When the fateful morning of her big day finally came, the fiancé told her husband to be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. However, when she came up on a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful than it had ever been, and just on the edge of her view was a new bush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful. She became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower. And every time she did, she noticed just further ahead and possibly even more beautiful blossoms. Carried by the sweet fragrance of spring, the fiancé crept farther and farther into the woods, until she turned the corner, stepped over a mossy fallen tree trunk, and realized she had been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into festering, molding piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. With a scene of flowers that what God's order mildew that made them. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. She's crying, and Troy's shattering as he walked and walked. That day, as guests scattered at the farmhouse, the fiancé was never to be seen. Her friends and family love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest, but there were those flowers that just saw dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed with fiancé for eternity, always wandering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, unable to see that you're loved for who you are. Out there, all alone. I thought it was beautiful and sad. Just like someone we know. How was story time? A lot of people like to take post shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more of a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off an individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Abe, if you can delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that, we don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of the romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your trap. Shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing whenever we're not on screen. Okay. You have a fun night and try not to wink, end up dead. Why did you say the words wink wink out loud? What kind of double entendre are you getting at with that end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that that's all the people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She doesn't really belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear someone trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. What did you say? What do you say we take this talk into the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough of the talk of burns, things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have been set to next literal fire, but I must be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far as from this place as we could, just you and me? On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded, Abe is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my choice, and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over that. You get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so the corporations can swoop in and sell your fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'd be sitting in the shade drinking something locally sourced while stumbling through a public domain novella. Novella? Printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's actually actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems... Oh. If you could... I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe. We could all move on with our lives. Or, you know, some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who would it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murder's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. But with that streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, oh, that guy. Who shall I keep smacking the mic? I keep smacking the mic, dude. I don't know who to go for, honestly. I didn't realize how loud the game was. I feel like you gotta like pick at some point like who you want to be like mostly with, but we already did enough Trapper. We only saw one, like a decent amount of Huntress. I think we're gonna have to do Spirit, even though we heard her story. Spirit? Oh, you picked me, yay! Sorry, that was rude of me. I despise phoniness. So, I should be honest with you. You make for an interesting company, and I love the idea of winning over these other killers at all costs, even when I hate the game and the prize. But I've had a long day. Floating, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth as I imagine sweet, sweet revenge. It takes a lot out of me. So don't start bringing your A game, alright? It might seem like I hate everything, and getting to really know who I am is an impossible task, not worth trying, but too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you've got. Or just say the exact thing at the right time and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know the rules here any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess. See you at the bar, I guess. You arrive at the bar to find Dwight and Claudette both holding cocktail shakers, surrounded by a bevy of bottles for assorted boozes. Who's ready to get wasted? Well, I don't drink, so not me. You really don't drink? Ever? Is that like because it'll fall out of the hole in your stomach thing, or I don't drink alcohol because alcohol is poison out of the blood and mind. I don't need to act like a fool to have a good thing. Then, why did you choose a mixology lesson as your romantic nighttime activity? Everyone knows this kind of date is just an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions. It's true. Not a single person has ever learned anything at one of these things. Dwight? No, that's not true. You learn how to tie a cherry knot in the stem using only your tongue. Whoa. Whoa, whoa! Who ordered the soda with the splash of my private business? Because that's off the menu. Well, I know what I'm drinking to forget tonight. Mythology is a real thing, and it doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you all know that I worked at a restaurant before. I was violently executed by your father, on whom you will have your bloody vengeance. Right. Well, so be it. How about you, Abe? Do you drink? Stay sober. I've got the impression that tonight would be a night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm gonna pass on the alcoholic drinks. Here. Alcohol is a false escape. Besides, it's not like sober people can't have fun. You watch a spirit picks up a plump cherry and roughly stabs a little plastic sword through it. Cherry just splatters everywhere, and its little fruity guts flop out onto Spirit's lap. Oopsie. One of the upsides of wearing black is it hardly shows stains. Let me take backsies. So, lovebirds, what drink shall we make? Bloody Marys are gross! I've never had them, but I've seen videos of them. Let's do dark and stormy. How about dark and stormy drink for my dark and stormy date? Okay, that one is cute. Please allow us to demonstrate how our dark and stormy is made. First, rum, or in this case, rum extract, and a bit of apple juice is poured over the ice. And then fresh ginger beer is added in. Garnish with the lime wheel, and drink. The end. Do you think we're up to the challenge of replicating this recipe, Abe? Oh, shoot. Replicating rum substitute and ginger beer over ice? Don't forget the lime wheel. Rum substitute and ginger beer over ice with a lime wheel. Not sure I appreciated your tone, but yes, you got it. You're natural. A sassy natural. You and Dwight might have more in common than that. Don't you dare. Spirit seems to be in a lovely mood as she drinks her dark and stormy. She's not even rolling her eyes at your petty behavior. On cue, a literal dark storm begins to make its way in from the ocean. You taste your own dark and stormy as you watch the clouds approach. It's quite refreshing. Isn't this fun? Honestly, it's the most drama-free fun I've had since I got here. And since you picked a simple, delicious drink, we've got plenty of time left to relax. Want to make out a little? Your breath and a sip of your drink, and you breathe in a sip of your drink and immediately begin coughing before you can get a yes out. Lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and immediately starts a fire. The activity ends abruptly as Claudette and Dwight usher the two of you away from the bar. I was about to make out with the spirit, dude. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. Huh. That's because it was. Oi! Feels like I've been longer than that actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation and perpetual narratordom. Good thing you're really used to your time. Well, since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone's gone out of the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pick your dream day and choose who Abe chooses. Okay, let's go ahead and save right here. Dang, 2 hours! I wonder how long this game is. Oh, God. Oh, stretch. Stretch! This is a pretty fun game. And, like, it has a lot of humor in it. More humor than I thought it would be. Like, this is definitely a parody dating sim. A lot of other dating sims is just purely, like, narrator doesn't talk to you. Or the narrator or the person who's like the thing that like the text box that's showing like what's happening. No, this is definitely A unique one. I think next time I stream, I gotta finish up Stray. But once I'm done with that, definitely gonna play more of this. I'm pretty sure I'm almost done with Stray though, so we'll see. Anyway, I want to thank the 5 of you currently watching so much for watching, of course. Thank you all for supporting the channel. And yeah, I hope to see you all in the next one. It was tons of fun. It's been a while since I've had this many viewers at once. My name is Jabe Time. Oh yeah. And I'll see you all in the next one. Like and subscribe. Do whatever you want. Love you all. And goodbye.